Supercowboy Show. Tune in to Supercowboy Show. The Supercowboy Show. Tune in to Supercowboy Show. Supercowboy rapping all day, every hour. Princess Angie hosting too, bringing girl power. Cowboys football updates and charity, supporting the community, pushing anti-bullying. Angie's hot seat is ready to go, putting guests to the test. Nervous in the studio, so just tune in, be part of the show. Share the link, post a comment, call in, let's go.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Super Cowboy Show. I am Super Cowboy. Unfortunately, we do not have my co-host, Princess Angie. As you guys know, she's a nurse, and she just could not leave those patients of hers. So you just got me, but not only me, I got a special guest here in studio live, all the way from Chicago, Mr. Rudy El Cargador Flores.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for coming. Usually during the season, we always like to have somebody here live that we're gonna play, a home game here. And it was perfect that you messaged me, hey, dude, I'm gonna be in Dallas. I'm like, perfect. That's perfect because we would love to have you on the show. Angie might come later. Angie, if you hear us, let us know if you're coming. But I want to appreciate Rudy for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you to all the admins that approve the post. We're here to have a good time, talk a little football, get to know Rudy. If you guys don't know Rudy, he is a Chargers super fan, and Angie usually has her what is called Angie's hot seat, but she's not here, so it's gonna have to be Super Cowboys hot seat today. But don't worry, it's not going to be trivia. I'm going to ask you.
Because I don't remember yesterday.
Exactly. People always come up to me and say, hey, can we ask you something? I said, what is it? If it's trivia, then I could get some of them, but don't go way too back. But anyways, it's Friday, August 23rd. We have a big game, preseason game tomorrow. Against the I always say San Diego.
I know it's a habit.
I just can't do it. Same with the Redskins. I can't switch it. It's not in my brain. But the Los Angeles Chargers of Los Angeles. We're gonna do that to get it ingrained in our heads that's what the team name is. And I also want to say thank you to our sponsors, Juana Taco on Belline Road, Front End Inc. on Main Street, and also Vatos Locals Tailgating, which they're gearing up for that home opener against the Saints. Watch out for those videos. We're going to be posting those videos, me and Angie, soon, of all the festivities there at Vatos Locals Tailgating. To me, they're the best tailgate in AT&T Stadium, guys. They got a little shuttle that takes you to the game. They have all kinds of crazy stuff that you will see when we post these videos. If you guys haven't seen them when I go live there, we're going to post those. But we have Rudy here. Rudy, so my first question is, how did you become a Chargers fan?
Well, born and raised in Chicago. I still live in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
My younger brother, Guate, and I would watch football as kids. And back then, you had the channel that you had to change like this,
right?
Not like this.
Get up and do it.
And, they only showed games on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And the Chargers would score, 40 points a game. They were fun to watch, so we'd see them on TV.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with the jersey. I fell in love with that blue jersey, and I was hooked.
Yeah.
And I've been hooked ever since.
Now, that's the crazy part. That was going to be my second question, because you actually live in Chicago. So you were born and raised in Chicago?
Born and raised in Chicago, yeah.
And your brother a Chargers fan?
He's a Bears fan. You don't even put that sentence together. He's going to look at this and he's going to report this post.
Exactly. We're going to get shut down. That's awesome, because my brother's a Rams fan.
Oh, there you go.
So Super Ram, I don't know if you know Super Ram.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Nice.
So he started doing his thing because of me. And now it's kind of like that same thing. You're the Charger fan. He's a Rams fan. But he's more like an LA guy. So the Rams moved to LA, and then he became a Rams fan.
Okay.
It wasn't like he was born a Rams fan, always a Rams fan. he became one after, and then now he's super representing the Rams out there. But that's crazy. So you guys watch games on Sundays, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I like that team that's scoring all those points. And
I begged my mother, I begged that woman
yeah,
for a jersey. And we didn't have a whole lot of money growing up.
uh-huh.
So the last thing she needed was to go buy this idiot a jersey. And she bought me a polyester jersey. It was in one of those little cheaper ones.
Uh-huh.
And that's all I needed.
Yeah.
All I needed was
That's
that
all it
jersey.
takes.
And that's all it took, man. And I'd watch them whenever they were on TV.
Yeah.
As I got older, I started to travel to go see them here and there whenever I could.
Yeah.
But I was hooked. I started, just buying my own jerseys, because then all of a sudden I knew where to look for them, and nothing changed.
Yeah.
The only thing that changed was the amount of games I went to, the organizations I got involved with,
Yes.
and the amount of memorabilia that I have, which is probably more than any one person should own.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's your first memory? You said I used to see them score a lot of points, but like your first memory as a kid, like watching the Chargers, like what was it? Was it a certain play? Was it?
No, you know
Just
what?
the colors?
It was the colors that they were fun to watch. Again, they were scoring 40 points a game,
Yeah.
and sometimes giving up 42.
Yeah.
It was
It's
just
either or.
yeah. Right. And I started watching them, and they stuck. And anyone who knows me, anyone who really knows me, knows that once I get into something,
Yeah.
I get my claws on it, I'm stuck with it, man.
Yeah.
It's like with the music, the drums,
Yeah.
motorcycles, stuff like that. Once
Yeah.
I'm addicted to it,
Yes.
it's hard for me to give that up. It becomes a passion of mine,
Absolutely.
at whatever level it becomes. So the Chargers there was no different.
That's awesome.
I just stuck with them through good and bad, through the 1-15 season.
Mhm.
Just I'd taken my daughter to the games. It didn't matter if we won or lost. We just had a good time doing it. And
Yeah.
I have too many memories to pick one out. But I think the one that sticks out the most was the first time I went to Qualcomm.
Okay.
And I was walking through the tailgate, and all I saw was Chargers stuff left and right. I had
Yeah.
never seen so much Chargers memorabilia in my life. So many Chargers jerseys, and my mind went berserk.
Yeah.
And that's completely sealed
That's it.
That's it. I said,
You
okay,
were in.
yeah. And so I was hooked. I was hooked, and it's an addiction.
So your brother's a Bears fan. What about the rest of your family? Like your dad, your mom didn't really follow football?
No, my sister didn't. My older brother really didn't care for it.
No.
It was just me and my younger brother.
Yeah.
And we were the only two that would watch football. My brother's a huge freaking college guy, so he knows.
Oh.
He follows the draft, so he's
Yeah.
a little more involved in it in that respect than I am. I
Yes.
just like the Chargers. This guy
Yeah.
he knows who
I'm the same way.
yeah,
I'm
he
the same
knows
way.
who the top 10 guys are that are going to be drafted, what team they're
Right.
probably going to go to.
I don't know
He should have his
anyone-
own podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know really a lot of college players until they start talking about going to the draft and this and that. That's when I start looking into it. I'm like, all right, who is this guy? 'Cause I don't really watch college football.
Yeah, no,
that
my brother, yeah, if he comes down here, you could hit him up with a whole bunch of college quests, and he'll tell you who's
Yeah.
who.
That's awesome. So you grew up, you're a Charger fan throughout, elementary, middle school, high school, still rocking the Chargers.
It started probably, I want to say I was 79. I was probably 13 or so.
Okay,
Right
a little
around
bit
13.
older, 13 years
Yeah,
old.
a little bit older, right? Because before that, I was just kind of playing my drums and just being, we grew up in a different time, so
Yeah.
we spent a lot of time playing outside.
Yeah,
We didn't spend a whole lot of
Absolutely.
time inside.
yeah,
We spent
same
a lot
here.
of time playing in a park and running around and being kids, if you will.
right.
And then Sundays, occasionally we watch football, and we
Yeah.
happen to see the Chargers on there. And we're like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
But it wasn't from a little kid,
Yeah.
It was just something that, again, right around 12, 13-ish,
Yeah,
And then
I mean
it just-
that's around the age that everybody starts getting
Yeah.
into something,
into something, right?
but not the way that it is now. Because
No.
I was the same way. Like I started following the Cowboys. I was probably 10 years old, so around there is when I started knowing about the Cowboys, but not really in like full on, like you know what I mean, until probably out of high school. That's when I started like, okay, now they're coming to training camp here in California. What? They're here? Oh, I just got a car. I could drive over there. So that kind of stuff, once you start getting out of high school, and like you say, you can start traveling, going
Yeah,
to games.
yeah.
That's when it starts growing and
Yeah.
growing. So you wear a mask. You're a rudo.
I'm
You're my rudo brother.
Yes, sir.
I love it. That's why I was so excited when you said you were here. I was like, dude, I'm getting a rudo to come into the show. Let's do it. So how did it go from being a Charger fan to being El Cargador? Like, where does that name come from, and where does the mask come from? Like, when did you start doing the mask thing?
I had the costume for a while. I had put it together,
Mhm.
with stuff I brought on eBay. I would search for stuff, I would find game used jerseys and stuff and game used pants, and I actually put a whole costume together: socks, shoes, all the way to the top, including my handmade cape at the time.
Yes.
And I used it twice for Halloween in a 7 to 8 year span, and it's set in a box. And then I met Josh. Josh, infamous Josh, called me up one day, and the Bears were having, or the Chicago was having the draft, you know, in 2016. And he called me up and he said, hey, you know, I got tickets. I got VIP tickets for inside the stadium, you know, for the big thing. I got 3-day event, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you want to go? I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to go. He's like, well, you got to wear that costume. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to wear that in public. I'm like, that's not going to happen. I'm like, I have a little bit of dignity. And he's like, well,
it's just a Halloween thing.
Right. So he's like, if you want to go, he goes, that's the deal. So I reluctantly said, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And we the day the first day of the draft, you know, we call the Uber, and the Uber guy shows up, and he's just looking at us because, you know, Josh is in full costume as well.
Yes.
And he's just looking at us like, what the heck are these two guys doing, man? And drops us off downtown near the event.
Yeah.
We get out, I put my mask on, put my cape on, and then from there it was just chaos. The kids were coming up to us, and you know, I didn't have stickers or anything at the time. It was just the character.
Yes.
And you know, we started getting interviewed for this and this, and they started asking about the costumes, and then we go into the stadium, you know, in the auditorium. You know, Chargers pick, you know, came up. The guy from ESPN is like, "Where you guys sitting?" Blah blah blah. And as soon as the Chargers pick came up, they put me and Josh on TV.
Yeah.
Everything changed. From that moment on, everything changed. I have not gone to a game out of costume.
Yes.
A lot of the events that I go to, I go in full costume.
Yeah.
And it took off. And you know, Alvarez, who's another one from Boat Pride, he met me in San Diego at a carniceria's parking lot.
Yeah.
And the character started to take off. Right?
That's
and,
the place to meet, definitely.
I started getting a lot of TV time and stuff like that, which was really cool. You know, it was fun because I didn't think anything of that would happen.
Right.
And he told me, look, it's cool that, you know, you're getting a lot of TV time. It's cool that you're, you know, they're putting your picture in this and that. He's like, but you need to have something. You need to have a purpose for this. You know, you can't just do it for ego.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, okay. I'm like, yeah, all right. He goes, so you have to pick something that, you know, you could have as your foundation for the character.
Right.
And that's when I picked the anti-bullying. I figured that's perfect because anti-bullying is, everyone's affected by it.
Right.
Kids, adults, every race, you name it. So I adopted the Bolt Up Against Bullying, and I've been doing it ever since. And it's become something that I'd like to think that when somebody says Bolt Up Against Bullying, they think of the character and what's being done with the character.
Right. And the name, where does the name come from?
The cargador, it translates to the charger.
Yeah.
It just translates from Spanish to the charger. I picked it just because it made sense.
Yeah.
The mask was something that I bought on eBay, just happened to be this style.
Yeah.
And I loved it, and I stuck with the mask, and everything just kind of fell into place. It really fell into place, and I've often spent a lot of time thinking that this is my purpose. This is cool that I'm able to do this because you want to be able to give back as an adult.
Yeah.
And the kids, the reactions of the kids, their smiles on their faces when you give them a sticker or a trading card or something, it's priceless.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely priceless.
No, absolutely. I mean, I've kind of, gone through the same thing, just put it on to have fun. And all of a sudden you see the kids and you're like, wait a minute, like, this is cool. Like the kids are looking up to me and they want to take pictures with me.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I want to say, not a lot of people know, I was just telling Angie this earlier, that you were the first one that got me stickers. You sent me stickers. You're like, dude, you got stickers? I said, no, I don't have stickers. He's like, well, I'm going to send you some stickers. You need to have some stickers. So the first ever Supercowboy stickers were for my buddy here, Rudy. He got them made and sent them to me. And I was like, dude, these are cool, man. I was like, started giving them out. And I was like, I got to get more stickers. So from then on, just more stickers.
Nice. But
the cool thing that, like you're saying, around 2016, around that draft time, a lot of people that I've talked to that started dressing up or doing a character, it's always around that time. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like 2016 season, that's when they kind of I guess it's when they started moving the draft from New York to different cities.
Yeah. I think that had a lot to do with it too.
Yes, a lot of people started saying, you know what, I'm going to start dressing up. And I understand here because, Texas Stadium, there wasn't a lot of people dressing up except for Crazy Ray. Crazy Ray was out there with his cowboy gear on, but not a lot of people were dressing up back then. because it's an outdoor stadium. But now when they open this stadium, that's when you start seeing more people dressing up.
Right.
You got some AC. You don't have to worry about this heat. I know Rudy came in here at the studio and he's like, man, what's going on? It's hot in Chicago, but not like this. I told him, yeah, exactly. Look at me. I'm over here with a t-shirt on. I'm waiting until it gets cold so I can put my gear on. But I'll be out there tomorrow for the Charger game. I'll be out there with my gear, guys. So
I'll be out there tomorrow. I'm not going to be in my gear.
He won't be in his gear.
I talked to the super fan union. They gave me a pass for tomorrow.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I don't hate on you. That's for sure. I'm like, no, it's not for everybody. You know, I'm kind of getting used to it now here, wearing all my gear, but I'll be out there for a little bit, guys, from the car to the stadium. Run in there. But that's awesome. The anti-bullying is something that I saw you were doing back when I started doing this character, Supercowboy, and I loved it. You told me about it, the letters that you sent out to the kids. Mm-hmm. That's something that I've been wanting to work on too, sending those letters out and stuff like that. I haven't done that. I've done the stickers. We've done T-shirts and stuff at every tailgate or every game, every home game. We have T-shirts that we pass out and stuff like that. So anti-bullying is big for me. Yeah. Like I was telling you earlier with my son being bullied. He was still getting bullied. The school just started and they were already starting with him. Just the way he is and stuff like that. It's just easy for them to pick on him. So anti-bullying is big and with me and my character, I'm trying to take it to another level with that, because like you said, when you started doing it, it was just for fun, just for Halloween. And all of a sudden you're out there at the tailgates and everybody's looking at you and it's a different purpose now, right? Yep, there are still some fans that just wear it and have fun, and that's fine. Different fans are different ways, but myself and you, Rudy, we're looking at the big picture. Yep. So we always I always say, they asked me, why are you wearing that? I went to the Super Bowl and I was out there for media week, and they're like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? And I'm like, well, my Cowboys didn't make it to the Super Bowl, so might as well send Super Cowboy here. I'm representing. But it opens a lot of doors to help out in the community. That's the big thing for me, helping out in the community, helping out different things. Like you said, you guys used to have a ride, right? Do you guys still have that?
A ride?
Like a motorcycle ride?
Yeah, we haven't done it in a couple of years, but we used to do a ride for Alzheimer's because my mom passed away from it. Mm-hmm. My buddy Nick, his grandma passed away from it, so we kind of got together and we did some rides. Then COVID came in and kind of put a halt to that. Yeah. So we've been talking about doing another ride for next year and as you know, these things they take time to organize. Oh yeah. So we're trying to get the crew back together and redo that again. Yeah. But that was really successful for us, but you start meeting people who have that we got the kids and they want to participate and do something. So like you said, you start networking, and that's what we're going to start doing again. So we're going to do that. Right. That should hopefully because I do remember you telling me about it. Yeah, we did a few of those and they were, again, very successful, but COVID came in and just completely changed the whole game on that. Absolutely. I know, I hear you. So also we have here, let me read some comments. Let's see what we've got on here. We got Mr. Patrick Milan, Mr. Hard Knocks himself. He says, what's up, fam? What's going on, Patrick? Thank you for tuning in. We got Russell Hoback, Super Cowboy. What's up, fam? Ready for this game, DC for life? Yes, sir. We're ready for tomorrow. Jonathan Mendez. Tell the Charger fan to get out of there. The 0-2 LA Chargers. The LA Chargers in preseason playing 1-1 Dallas Cowboys. Preseason, guys. Rudy and myself, we know what's up. The rivalry doesn't have a preseason. Yeah, the rivalry never does. You should have seen the Raider fans last week. Oh, I'm sure. Thank you to the Raider fans for inviting. Roberto Ramos, what's up, bro? Hola, Rudy, El Cargador Flores. What's going on, Roberto? Dennis Albarracin. He gives Dennis. Yeah, I know Dennis. Yes. Good old Dennis. What's up, Dennis? What's going on, bro? Thank you for tuning in. That Raider game, they there's the black hole. What is it called? The black hole. I forgot what it's called now. But it's all Raider fans. Yeah. The black hole something. They all get together and it's everywhere. It's the whole nation, like, LA to Las Vegas, and there's one here in Dallas. Mm-hmm. And they're like, hey, come over, Henry. I don't know if you know Henry Cantu.
he was like, come over and watch the Cowboy games with the Raider fans. I was like, all right, sure. And you should have seen, they gave them like a building in the back, which is pretty cool. It's like their own little clubhouse, and they got the Raider flags up. And it's all mostly Raider fans and a couple Cowboy fans in there, but it's all like Raiders, Raiders, and we're just sitting there.
I know that chant well.
Exactly. It's ingrained in your brain. It's like the Go Pack Go for me. I can't get that out of my head. But it was pretty cool to hang out with them there, and it was just funny because they're cool dudes. Like they invite me over, and I love doing stuff with them. We're gonna be doing some community work too, like with the toy drives and all that. And they're like, let's take a picture. So we take a picture, like a group picture of all these dudes, and they're saying, here and there, like, F your team, and then at the same time comment like, man, I love you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's all good. So I take this picture, and then later on I tell Henry, I say, hey, send me the picture of the group picture so I can post it. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he sends it to me, and I didn't see the picture. And he says, sorry about the flag. It's all good. And I'm like, what? So I look at the picture, and it's a flag that I'm standing behind that says F the Cowboys with a big Raider logo on it.
Nice.
And I was like, no, it's all in good fun, and really appreciate them inviting me and hanging out there. There was a Chiefs fan that came in there, and he got it pretty good too. I just never thought, here in Dallas you would have such a big group of Raider fans, but not only here in San Antonio and Houston, Austin. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they are all over the place. They're a colorful bunch.
Oh yeah, no, I love the Raider fans.
I love all fans until game day starts, and whoever we're playing against, then that team I don't like at that particular moment. After that, though, I honestly, the people that I've met while doing this, are just the absolute most beautiful humans. Very caring, very giving.
Absolutely.
So I like to talk trash. I'm not a real big trash talker.
Me neither.
But I know that the rivalries that exist, and you do it in fun, as long as you do it respectfully, you do it in fun,
Yes.
and then, but everybody, I mean, like I said, the tailgates, the tailgates, if you go to Thunder Alley and you're the opposing team,
there, yes.
You're going to get greeted. You're going to be given tacos. You're going to be given drinks. You're going to be treated like a fan. You're going to be treated like a fan. And then as soon as the game starts, get away. Don't talk to me,
Yeah, no, and I want to say thank you because last time we were there for that Charger preseason game, that you gave us your tickets.
Okay,
your season tickets. So you're a season ticket holder.
Yes, I am.
How many years now?
Since 20.
Since 20?
20, yeah.
That's crazy, and you're like right there, right in the mix, right in the end zone,
right in the mix. Yeah,
yeah.
I had to. I mean, we got a call from Alvarez, and he was able to secure. The front, the front two rows. And when he asked me, I said, yeah, of course I want 2 tickets. I'm like, I'm not going to say no. How do I say no? I mean, so I love my seats. They're great seats.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Great view. And again, the stadium is just, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and everybody's there. I was in the wrong seats.
Oh,
I was like, I thought those were the seats. And I was like, think like a row over.
Okay.
In the front. And I had a guy, he wasn't wearing anything, no Chargers, no nothing. And he just kept going at me, dude. And I'm a cool guy. Like I'm calm, you know what I mean? I don't go off on people or nothing. And he just wouldn't let me be. He just wouldn't let me be. I had my gloves. Back then I used to wear some gloves that said, not feed me, let's eat.
Mm.
It said, let's eat. So I'd say, let's, and then it'd say eat here. And I would go like this, and you can read that let's eat. So he sees eat, and he's like, eat what? Shit? That's what he tells me. And I'm like, I'm trying to keep it cool, and I don't say nothing. And he just keeps going and kept going. And I was like, and I look over there and I see all the, all the guys over there. And I was like, I don't think these are the right seats. Like, I don't think Rudy would be sitting over here. I think he would be sitting over there. And the guys are like, come over here. Come over here. What are you doing? Those are not the seats. Come over here. And I was like, oh, snap. So I get up and go over there, and nothing happened with that guy, but he was just getting on my nerves. And he was just like a guy that guys, got invited or something. He wasn't rooting for the Cowboys or the Chargers. He was just like there, and he just wanted to get with me, like say something to me and get a reaction from me.
Yeah, of course.
That's usually what people want to do, right?
Yeah.
They see somebody dressed up, they go straight to them, and they're like, Cowboys suck or this and that.
Yeah.
But it was an awesome game. awesome seats. So I want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
I know I told you thank you at the time,
Yep.
but it was a preseason game, so you guys don't all come out, which kind of bummed me out. I was like, what happened? Where's everybody? But everybody that was there was awesome, and
yeah, it's a good bunch.
Good
we don't have they're rowdy when the game comes on and everything, but they're not looking for trouble. They're going there to have a good time. Sometimes they have their kids with them, and they also they'll know a lot of the people that we know collectively, and our conduct at a game is important.
Absolutely.
Everybody's seen videos of the fights. Everybody's seen that stuff, and that's triggered by somebody who was talking to you, and then you end up responding to it, and then ends up being a brawl. So we're anti that. We want to go. We have a good time. We respect the other fans. We respect sportsmanship. It's just a game. I mean, ultimately, it's just a game. No, you don't want. I've seen people. I've heard stories where people go to the games and end up in a hospital, and I'm like, man, how horrible is that? That you go to watch a football game and you end up in a hospital.
It's happened.
So we're anti that. We try to say, hey, look, just diffuse everything, ignore them. And most of the people that sit in our area are more than likely friends of people that we know.
Yeah.
So the conduct is expected by everyone who's in our area.
I noticed that everybody knew each other, which is pretty cool. Like there wasn't any like, oh, I don't know who these people are, and they welcomed me and Angie like with open arms, like, hey, what's going on, and let's take pictures, and Cowboys suck, we scored or whatever it was. But it was an awesome time, and I'm the same way. Like I tell people, because sometimes as the years pass, these stadiums, these events are getting more and more strict.
Yeah.
Even this season, even tomorrow, it's kind of a test for me because I've been hearing that you're not able to wear a mask anymore. They want to see your face.
Yep.
Or you could wear a mask, but it has to be in your seat.
Yep.
So I was telling Rudy, a couple of years ago when we were talking, I said, I don't take my mask off. No one knows like my face. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 10 minutes. I'm like 5 minutes from here, and I'm 10 minutes from the stadium. So I put my mask on in the car, and I drive over there, and run around all day, tailgates and the game and everything. I don't take it off until I'm driving back home, and I already left. The stadium.
Jeez, you're hardcore. I will take mine off.
And I'm jealous because you can actually eat. I don't eat either. I'll drink. I'm on a liquid diet on football games. I'll drink a little. I'm not a big drinker. I'll drink a little bit, especially it's hot.
Yeah.
We know that for sure. With all the gear that we wear. But I don't take my mask off. So it's something that it's changing. My brother, he's not wearing his mask. He's wearing it certain games, and he's going to wear it in his seat. He's a season ticket holder for the Rams. So he could only wear it in his seat. And, last season they started telling people like, that's it.
I think
you
that
cannot wear it walking around. That's what they're saying.
I think every stadium's different. They can't. I find it hard to imagine that they're 100% enforcing the rules. All of the staff, as some of the staff probably doesn't even care,
and some of the staff knows us. So
and
we're walking around.
So they see us, and they already recognize that we are. They know they're those crazies in the first two rows.
Yeah.
I don't think they're concerned about that.
Yeah.
I understand the whole facial recognition because, like I said, fights break out. You want to be able to know who threw the first punch, or who, I get that part of it.
Yeah, but with us, I mean, they're not going to lose us,
right?
Unless we take our mask off or something.
Right.
But my thing is also, it hasn't happened to me yet. Usually when I leave, I see these videos pop up of fights. I'm like, dude, I want to be there when there's going to be a fight because I want people to see that what we do.
Yeah.
I want to, go into action and stop it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that. I want to, if something's going to happen, I want to be there to control it because a lot of the times that they change security or whatever, or I come into the stadium and they're like, hey, you can't come in with the mask or you can't come in with your pads or this and that. And I always tell them like, no, like I'll be the first guy stopping something instead of starting something. I'm like, I'll be the first guy to, hey, no, what are you doing? Get people apart or whatever it is. But it hasn't happened. I guess where I hang out,
they probably already know you.
The section, that section, there's never fights in that section. So I don't know, till this day it hasn't happened. I don't want it to happen, but at the same time, I will be there to put a stop to it.
I think I've gotten slack about my cape being a flag. I'm like, it's not a flag, it's a cape.
Yeah.
Because they're worried that I'm going to drape it over the seats or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten flack about my hand warmer. I have a hand warmer.
That one does.
So I've gotten flack about that. The mask, obviously, it all depends. But I typically, when I'm walking into the stadium, I have it in my hand. And as soon as I clear security, I'll put it on, and then I'll leave it on. I've never at SoFi been asked to remove my mask. Some stadiums, like when they were playing at StubHub, they enforced it really hard at StubHub.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were. I mean, they were hardcore about it. They, if the staff and the aisle saw you, they would tell you to pull your mask off. So this, the kids want to take pictures with you. Right. So I would just look, and if they saw that we were taking a picture, they would leave us alone. Yeah. And then they expected us after the picture was taken to take the mask back off, which I was okay with. Yeah. I've never been a rule breaker. I say however you guys want us to handle it, that's how we'll handle it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've had the same security guys that know me forever. Because that's why I always go through the same gate. I don't go through a different. Hello? Can you hear me? Can I hear you? Yeah. Nada. Wait a second.
Angie sabotaged me. Angie's like, oh, you're going to have a good show without me. She's like, you're going to have a good show without me? I don't think so.
You're going to do the show without me? Hook this up. Guy, we're just getting into it. Let me see what we got over here. Oh, that's not working.
I hear it now. I hear it crankling.
It's that other mic. Wait a minute.
You just the one I got?
No. It's this. This guy just died. Yeah. So it should be good to go. Just like, wait a minute.
That weather looked like it picked up.
I know, right?
The wind started to really bad out there, dude.
All right, I'm gonna need you to turn it off, and then hopefully turn it back on.
I heard it click, but I don't hear it coming through.
Check. Check. All right, we have to do is switch these guys. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties. We'll be back.
You need to have a sign, man.
See what happens when Angie doesn't come?
All right.
So take that one off.
This one too?
Yeah. Not the. Here, let me do like this.
Take this off.
Yeah. You don't have to. So. Can you hear it? No? What happened to Super Cowboy? Mike's went out on us. There we go. We're good? Check. We're back.
All right. That was a commercial break.
Take it to our sponsors, Juana Taco, Front End Inc., and Vatos Locos Tailgating, guys. Getting ready for the season home opener against the Saints. Check them out. We're just, our mics just kind of went out a little bit, but we're all right. Before we move on, I do want to show you guys some stuff, man. Some stuff that I got. First, I want to show you guys this awesome towel. So I met the guy that makes these. Let's see. How about them Cowboys? Vaqueros de Dallas on Instagram, guys. Follow them. This is a awesome towel. It's not like a cheaply towel. This is like really thick and nice. So hit them up. Vaqueros de Dallas on Instagram. They also put out a lot of content. So they were out there in training camp in Oxnard. I met them over there, and they hooked me up with this. So thank you guys for hooking me up with that. But I just got this guy, and this is from Lit Fan Chains with a Z on Instagram. And I have, so look at this guy. I have some light up chains from El Rey de Michoacan. Shout out to him. But Lit Fans Chains with a Z on Instagram hooked it up with this guy. Now, this is awesome. Just the quality of it. And then when I turned it on last night, when I got it, I was like, let me turn this on. And look at this guy. Boom. It's like, you probably can't see it in camera. It's better, and it just looks all white. It has the blue in the middle too, laid up. But it's just, this is going to be perfect for those Sunday night games, Monday night games. This is going to be perfect. This is awesome. And not only that, it has like a battery pack, like a digital battery pack, not like batteries, but an actual charger that you charge it. And that's why it's so bright. Like, it's just awesome. And he makes these. I'm pretty sure he makes other teams.
I was going to say, I think it probably look better as
a lightning bolt. But hey, thank you to Lit Fan Chains on Instagram. Hooked it up with this chain. There it is. You can see the blue. I'm gonna be rocking this for sure, man. For sure. I mean, I might be rocking this tomorrow inside the stadium. It's so bright, like you can see it during the day. So check them out, guys. Lit Fan Chains in IG, and I'm gonna be sharing their Instagram so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's just awesome chains. Also look for Chains by Boss. They hooked it up with that Michael Parsons. They also do like players and custom stuff. Very affordable prices. Any kind of custom chain, he hooks it up. He got Angie a pink cowboy with a little princess tiara princess thing on top. So he got it done. So check him out too. Chains by Boss. That's on Instagram and Facebook. Lit Fan Chains on Instagram and Facebook also, I believe. And then Vaqueros Gang. I mean, everybody pretty much knows Vaqueros Gang. They have stickers. They have those towels. They have all kinds of cool stuff. I just saw them post something about they have towels for like the 49ers, but it's not 49ers. It's like Winers. So check them out. They have a bunch of flags, not flags, but towels. So check them out. Let's see who got over here. Get some more comments. Angie didn't show up. What's up with that?
She may have just sealed a replacement.
I know, right? She's like, no, you guys can do the show by yourself. So what do you think? We got here, before I forget also, guys, here at the Epic, I know I talked about it on the first couple of shows, but the facility here is just awesome. Like I said, you get a membership. If you live in Grand Prairie, you get a discount on the membership. It's a monthly membership. I think you could do yearly also. You got basketball courts, pickleball. We got a pool. We got a gym here. There's an indoor track. If you want to go walk and it's this kind of weather, you can walk indoors, and there's AC and it goes up and down. It has like different levels. You could go up and you could go down and walk. So check out the Epic here in Grand Prairie. And also they gave me a little flyer. If you guys got little girls, there's Dancing Little Stars going on. Try a class for free. They have this here, ages 2.5 to 5 years old. So if you guys have little girls that want to do some Dancing Little Stars, they're doing that here at the Epic. So check that out. But I wanted to talk to Rudy because he wanted to talk about this book, man. I'm excited about this. So Frederick the Pirate with Friends and the Compass of Kindness, a story and activity book about bullying, empathy, and being kind. And it's written, illustrated by Brian Bushke. Easy B. I believe he's a Bucks fan, right?
Yes, sir.
So here you go, guys. Check that out for the kids. Frederick the Pirate. And not only that, but our buddy right there, El Cargador, he's in the book. So check it out, guys. This is in Amazon.
If you want to show them some of the inside of it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a really cool book. Brian put a lot of time.
This is already in there. I was gonna say.
No, that's just the QR code.
Yeah, I wanted to get it out, but it's stuck in there. So, but look, there's a barcode there for you guys to purchase it on Amazon. Frederick the Pirate with Friends. This is an awesome book about bullying for the kids. To purchase and donate this book to a child, you could also purchase a book and they'll donate it.
Yeah, you have the option to purchase the book straight up for yourself.
Oh, okay.
And then you have the option
to donate one,
and they'll donate it to a child.
All right, there we go.
And all the proceeds from the book go to Brotherhood Against Bullying. So they're a motorcycle club in Wisconsin, and they cater to children who are having issues at school. They guide them, they mentor them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're I met them last year in November during the Packers game, and just fell in love with what they're doing. And this is exactly what I
no, this is awesome. Is your mic? Is it on? Can you hear it?
I can hear it a little bit.
You can hear it a little bit, huh?
Yeah, not much.
Do you see there's a volume on there? Can you put the volume up a couple numbers? Is it better?
No, not really.
No? I don't know why I can't all of a sudden hear you.
I don't know. Testing. Oh, I just lost something. See, that's what happens when Angie's not there.
I know, we were good.
Angie's wherever she's at, she's snickering.
She's like, yeah.
So you thought you could have
Exactly. Yeah, I could hear you, but you're not as loud as before. I could hear myself louder. Maybe it's the mic is kind of to the side. No, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't really hear it.
Connected.
Yeah.
It's full volume.
I don't know what happened there. But let me show real quick here some of the illustrations. It's Frederick the Pirate.
So Brian picked quite a few super fans. He asked us permission, and of course, everybody was going to say, "Yeah." There's no way anyone was going to say no to his project.
Yeah. No, this is awesome. They have like activities. They have you got Rudy there with a bull, taking on a bull. That's awesome. You got some more here. I like it. Like I said, I definitely am gonna get with you because I want to start that anti-bullying program, and this would be something kind of cool to have for the kids to show them. Some more pages there. The Pirate's Promise. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah,
and then they could sign it.
They're little projects in there they could fill in.
Mm-hmm.
They have to sign an actual contract in there also. It's really well made. It's really, it's a thing of beauty. Honestly, it's a thing of beauty.
Absolutely, this is cool. And then they could color stuff. I have coloring pages that I pass around tailgates, but this is cool. Like I said, I like this. Definitely.
Yeah. Amazon, again, follow the link. If not, we'll try to post the link.
Yeah, we'll definitely share it too. Frederick the Pirate.
Yeah.
Now available on Amazon.
And again, all the proceeds go to Brotherhood Against Bullying.
Yes, absolutely. And then not only that, but the kids get a book that is better than some of the stuff that they're reading that they shouldn't be reading. This is actually something they could illustrate stuff and color stuff, and actually gives them good advice on what to do at school. Because really, the truth, like I talked to the principal of my son's school, and she's like, we don't have it, and if we want to get it, it's too expensive. Right. So I was like, I got you guys. Like I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something for sure, because it's a huge thing that I just don't understand why not every school has it already. Yeah. Because it's something huge. It goes in hand with all the stuff that's going on with shootings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then from the early age to college, they're not really. They kind of talk to them about it a little bit, but they don't make it fun, where it goes into their brain and says, you know what, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be looking at this person a certain way. We're all the same and stuff like that. So I love that. Thank you for bringing that to show to everybody. Guys, like I said, get that on Amazon. And that's it for the show today. Thank you, Rudy.
No problem. Thank you.
Appreciate it. We didn't get into the game, but it's a preseason game, guys. Take it easy.
This is just about visiting my brother.
Exactly. I appreciate you being here live. We always love to have our fans here come and hang out with us. Maybe next time, we'll probably tomorrow. We'll see. We'll stop by over there. at the tailgate. I always like to stop over there and say hello to everybody. So that'd be kind of cool. So you could talk to Angie and tell her, what did you do to the show?
Right.
She sabotaged it.
This is her way of showing you that you need her.
Exactly. Oh, you're gonna do a show without me? No, definitely. She wanted to be here. She was like, "I'm so sorry." I said, "No, don't worry about it. Me and Rudy got it."
Not our first rodeo.
Yeah, not our first rodeo, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Rudy, for being here. Where can they find you? We got some Charger fans that want to follow you. You got social media and stuff like that?
I got a Facebook. Just look for Rudy Cargador Flores. I got an Instagram, same. I have an X account, the Twitter, but I very seldomly use that.
Okay.
They can find me on there.
All right.
And again, I post all kinds of information, all kinds of fun stuff, mostly inspirational stuff.
Awesome.
And if somebody who's listening to the podcast has a child that wants a birthday letter, stickers and stuff, send me a shout out, send me an address and a name. I'll be more than happy to write them out a letter for whether it's a birthday, doing well in school, get well, if they had an accident or something.
Yes.
Just send me the information. I'll be more than happy to get something out in the mail for them.
Awesome. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week for our next show. And then the season is just around the corner, man. We're like about a week, 2 weeks away, something like that, 2 weeks and a day. So thank you guys. See you guys next time. Let's go.